Hello, college algebra student. This video is for chapter 2.3, but part 2. We'll continue with solving work problems. And in the last video, we solved a work problem in relating to investment. So we'll continue with example 3, which is also a work problem on investment. For simple interest, you should know that the return for interest is PRT. P is principal, whatever that you invest. R is interest rate. T is time. So this is what you will earn as an interest by putting in a principal P into a bank that gives you R% interest per year for T years. So what would be the total amount that you would in your account would be the total would be your existing or your principal that you invest plus the interest. So if you combine this together, A equal to P plus PRT, factor it, it would be A equal to P open parenthesis 1 plus RT, right? So we have this formula which gives us the amount that would be in your interest using simple interest kind of investment. So this question is not to solve anything new that you need to model, but they give you the model already. Use the A equal to P 1 plus RT, which gives you the total amount if you're investing amount of the principal P. But they tell you that P is the unknown. You don't know how much you should invest to get a final amount of 6,200. Where R is 4.2% and T is 3. So look at this. Find P. That means this is the model that you are to use or the equation that you are to use, but this is the unknown. All these will be known. So what is R equal to 4.2%? So you would write it as P equal to 1 plus 0.042. 4.2% in decimal is 0.02 because you move 2 places. You have to insert a 0. T is 3, so times 3. And then the other side, A is 6,200. So A is 6,200. You basically plug in A, plug in R, plug in T, and the unknown is P that you can find. So what's the best way to do that? Should you distribute? No, you should not, because here in the parentheses, you actually can simplify this. It's 1 plus 0.042 times 3, right? So by order of operation, you should multiply first. So or if you put in your calculator, they actually know that you will multiply 0.042 times 3. So, and then you add 1. So totally this is 1.126. If you are to put this in the scientific calculator, they would actually calculate this first and then times and then plus 1. So do not add this first and then times 3. It will be wrong because this is supposed to go first. And then that is equal to 1,600. So you can see that we would just solve by dividing by 1.126 on both sides and to get the answer, right? So P would equal to 6,200 divided by 1.126. If you round to 2 decimal places, it will be 5506.22. So that means you should invest, principal should be, and this is in the unit of dollar. Principal P is 5506.22. Because it's money, so 2 places is good enough. Then the next work problem is a parameter problem. So parameter of a rectangle. Okay, so here they say find dimensions. When they say dimensions, that means you have a rectangle of a rectangle. That means you do not know length as well as width. We do not use XY, we just use length and width. There are 2 unknowns. Given that the perimeter is 11 110 cm, and the length is 1 cm more than twice the width. Okay, so we can set up an equation of perimeter. We know the formula perimeter is 2W plus 2L, right? So this is the equation that I can use, but I have two unknown. And then we have this facts. This facts say that length is means equal. Length is 1 cm, you say 1, more than twice the width, 2W. See how now I do not have to write L. I can write 1 plus 2W because this is what they say. Length is this expression. So now I have this as my equation being 110 is equal to 2W plus 2. What is L? L is 1 plus 2W. So then I have an equation that's established connecting the perimeter with my unknown. So if I solve this, then I can find W. Okay, so let's combine like terms. So 2W plus 2 plus, we have to distribute 4W. Okay, so 2W plus 4W is 6W. 6W plus 2. And then I minus 2, so be 108 equal to 6W. And then the W would equal to what? Divided by 6, divided by 6. So it will be 108 divided by 6. That is 18. So width is 18 cm. How can I find the dimension? So I have to find L also. So L would be equal to 1 plus 2W. So that means 1 plus 2 times 18. Again, we multiply first. But if you put in the calculator, they will do that. They would multiply 2 times 18 plus 1. That would be 37. So then you would write the answer. The dimensions is, these are all in cm, right? 37 cm by 18 cm. And we can double check. 37 plus 18 times 2 is 110 cm. So this is our answer. So like you can see that this is the basis for our equation, because whenever we want to solve unknown dimension, we have to have an equation. But this equation has two unknown. So we use the fact that length is this to solve for it. So that's all the application that we want to go over in 2.3. The second part of 2.3 is about literal equations. So we'll record the third part of 2.3 for this literal equation.